Good morning, Year 4A. Today is Tuesday, 13th of April, and today we will do some more learning as usual. I don't want to start the day on a negative note, but I'm just going to say that I actually worked out a way how to chat on Teams without you as students having the ability to mute others or remove others from the meeting. So hopefully today I will be able to chat to you and it will just be me who is going to control the whole meeting. All right, good. So looking forward to seeing you at 2:15. Yesterday in my morning video, I did mention that the meeting is at 2:15, but I still had some of you asking me if it's at 2 o'clock. Guys, please pay attention to the videos and you will have your answers. Okay, so 2:15 it is. I set up a meeting. I hope to see you at 2:15. Right, another thing. Right, yeah, I'm gonna say that when I talk about the guided reading lesson. All right, so today's timetable, let me see it. Yes, there we go. So you will start the day off with maths. In maths, you will be learning about quadrilaterals. You will be learning about shapes. This whole week's topics is shape, and you will do your first lesson on shapes, quadrilaterals. Just to give you the heads up, quadrilaterals, quadri means it comes from the word four. So quadrilateral is basically a shape that has four sides. So you will be learning about quadrilaterals and you'll be comparing them, comparing their angles, sides, lines of symmetry, etc. Don't forget it's a polygon because it has more than two angles. All right, then the second lesson will be Arabic or Islamic, depending on your own timetable. Everyone's timetable is different. And then lesson 3 and 4 is guided reading. So for guided reading, again, you will go on MyOn. You will read your book on MyOn, a book of your choice, and then you will complete the activity. Some books have like a comprehension activity, others have a book review. There's different kinds of activities. Some books don't have any activities at all. And once you're done, I would like you to log into Accelerated Reader. And please, when you log into Accelerated Reader, click the icon on the far right, okay? Not the one on the left, not the one in the middle, the one on the far right. And then read an article and answer comprehension questions or take a test at the end. All right, guys, regarding Accelerated Reader, last time we had many issues with logging in because many of you went on Google and typed in Accelerated Reader. You will not be able to log in that way. You must click the link that I provide on ClassDojo. Okay, otherwise you won't be able to log in. It will give you a different page. So that was the main issue. Please use the link that I provide on ClassDojo. Thank you. So in your guided reading, you will do this, and then you will listen to Miss Shireen reading out a story, The Black Swan. Then you have to record a 1-minute video, of you reading this story out. Guys, you will be reading out The Black Swan. Please don't submit videos of you reading your MyOn book or Accelerated Reader. That's not your task. Your task is to read out The Black Swan. I attached the Black Swan on MyLearning. If you can't access it on MyLearning, let me know. I will post it on ClassDojo too. All right, and then we will have social studies. So for social studies, we will start learning about geography again. Last time we were doing geography, it was a lot about lines of latitude, longitude. We're no longer going to really focus on that. We will mention it, but the main focus will be on the Americas, the North and South American continents, and we're going to be learning about them. So I think that's going to be quite exciting, discovering the countries and climate zones of the Americas. All right, good. Then, of course, you will have an activity. Please submit a picture of it on ClassDojo. And the last one is moral education. In moral education, you will be learning about how to take responsibility for your own actions, and there will be a folder on ClassDojo for you to submit a picture of your work. So I'm looking forward to seeing your work on ClassDojo, and I hope you can understand the lesson how to take responsibility for your own actions. I think you already know what that means, and you've all been doing that. And those who haven't been doing that, I hope they will start doing that soon. All right, great. So this is your day for today. So a folder for guided reading, social studies, and moral education. That's 3 folders for today and 3 things you have to submit today. All right, so riddles. So basically the riddle was, what has hands but doesn't clap? The answer to this riddle was the clock, okay, or the watch. So if you answered any of those two, you were correct. I'm just going to look at the answers you gave me earlier on. Yesterday in the morning. Okay, some of you said stuffed toys. Yeah, that's, if you think about it, that's also correct. But most of you said teddy, stuffed toys, or clock. Okay. All right. Okay, Isita first thought dinosaur, and then he said clock, clock, stuffed animals, clock. Most of you answered right. But yes, even stuffed toys, they have hands, but they can't clap because they don't move. All right, anyway, your riddle for today is, what do you have to, just a second. I'm just trying to move this, but I can't. Okay, never mind. So the question is, what do you have to break before you actually can use it? Once again, what do you have to break before you can use it? Please answer in the comments below. And as usual, I have some interesting facts ready for you. Today, it's going to be fun facts about frogs. All right, so let's take a look at this. So, did you know that frog is an amphibian? Of course you knew that. They lay their eggs in water. The eggs hatch into a tadpole, which lives in water until it metamorphoses, into an adult frog. I'm sure you know that because in previous years you talked about the life cycle of a frog, right? Okay. Fact number 2. Did you know that tadpoles look more like fish than frogs? They have long, thin tails and breathe through gills. I do hope that you knew that. All right. An amphibian can live on both land and in water. You also know that. And although frogs live on a land, their habitat must be near swamps, ponds, or in damp place. This is because they will die if their skin dries out. Okay, that's a very interesting thing to know. All right, instead of drinking water, frogs soak it into their body through their skin. So they wouldn't drink water the way we do through our mouth, but they actually absorb it through their skin. All right, frogs use their sticky, muscular tongue to catch and swallow food. Unlike humans, their tongue is not attached to the back of its mouth. Instead, it is attached to the front, enabling the frog to stick its tongue out much further. So, guys, we've been talking about the digestive system, and in general, your tongue is actually attached at the back of your mouth, whereas the frog's tongue is attached at the front of the mouth somewhere. So when it's actually trying to use its tongue and it shoots it in the front to catch an insect, it allows it to be longer and be shot in like a further distance. All right. The common pond frog is ready to breed when it is only 3 years old. So they start laying eggs when it's 3 years old. Okay, frogs in the wild face many dangers and are lucky to survive several years. In captivity, however, frogs can live much longer. So they don't really live too long, just a couple of years, maybe like 3, 4, 5 years. But if it's in captivity, like if you keep a frog in an aquarium or something, it will live much longer because it's when it's out there in the wild, it's probably eaten by a predator easily. Okay, and next fact, frogs can see forwards, sideways, and upwards all at the same time. They never close their eyes even when they sleep. And the last and most interesting fact, frogs actually use their eyes to help them swallow food. When the frog blinks, its eyeballs are pushed downwards, creating a bulge in the roof of its mouth. This bulge squeezes the food inside the frog's mouth down the back of its throat. So using its eyes to actually swallow food. That's a fact that I actually didn't even know. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the facts about frogs. Please don't forget to leave your comments below. Have a great day. I'm going to be on Teams. See you at 2:15.